everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Colts going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get out to San Diego. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Diego Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Here's Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run for the first time with Lacey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Now Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fresh set of downs here. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
When you have a quarterback who can move and get outside the pocket, yet still keep his eyes downfield and find open targets, you have a very dangerous player at that position.
Now they run with Sims. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Back to throw, Love. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They'll come out in the pistol, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it again with Sims. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. Toss play to Sims. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
Dwayne Allen in motion. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They'll run here with Sims. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Rolando McClain in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of it. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
One back is Lacey. He's going to get the football. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited. You're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Play action. It's Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Flush to his right, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, it's Locke. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he's brought down. On first down, Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Brief break in the action here. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Sims. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they run with Sims. They went. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now San Diego getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Prescott surveying the field. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver. 99 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down and 4. From the gun on third down, Luck eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Luck on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. On second down, here's Luck. Finding time, escaping the pressure right. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. 2 yards to go here on third down. Third and 2, Luck. The open man is Smith. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The final shot before the break. Luck looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down following the run.
Here we go. What?
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go. 38.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
If you got the lead, yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Luck on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep them out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field, even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And tough starting field position here. One receiver left, that's Allen. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty now, Lacey. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. throw now in his own end zone. A dump off to Lacey. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now Prescott. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Charles Sims, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something like that. There got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. One back is Lacey.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now it's the backup, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
A second down throw for Rivers. He rifles one that's it. And now look at him go. A great read. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the lead will grow by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Defense showing blitz. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line. Block at the man in motion. Rivers on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long for Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw, Rivers. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. And even 50 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Ready, set. Let's go. 90, 190. 12. Over. Turn up.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, with the identity mapped.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Eddie Lacy, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they're going to go for 2. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Ready, you're 80.
Rivers is going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Dwayne Allen in motion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And the back goes into motion. Time running out here on the play clock. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come up in an offset eye. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for San Diego. 43 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rivers, he's got time. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 receiver left. That's Allen. Here's Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skilled.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football